YouTube, what's going on, man? This is Rome. I'm back with another video. I just want to speak my mind real quick when we talk about console wars. And I hear a lot of chatter and a lot of people that downplay or just kind of like trash the whole console war idea. But the truth of the matter is, console wars are really fun, man. Long as it's clean and you in this healthy debating, I don't see nothing wrong with console wars. There's a lot of times I get into debates with people who don't agree with me, but I feel like I've gotten something from it. And I think that whole principle can be taken with anything, even with politics, if you go in with an open mind. But I think the whole thing is you got to have an open mind, but also stay true to what you believe in. And I think that with those principles, you can have a healthy debate. You know what I mean? The reason why I even came with this video really is because I hear a lot of chatter about console wars is immature, is stupid, and all that. But the truth of the matter is, console wars, I feel like in a lot of ways it's necessary, because I feel like with that kind of stuff, with that kind of debating, with that kind of dialogue, whatever the case you want to call it, I think you can get something out of it, man. You might be enlightened to some things that you didn't know before and stuff like that. Again, it's got to be healthy. It can't be to the point where people are trashing other people, or they disrespecting other people, or all that kind of stuff. Like when it gets to when you're hitting below the belt and all that stuff, man, then it's not cool, it's not fun, it's not, you know what I mean? But ain't nothing wrong with having your preferred brand and you talking about it and you boasting about it, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? A lot of people that's involved in these console wars actually have both systems. Actually, I know of plenty of people who prefer Xbox to have a PlayStation, and vice versa. I think the thing about console fans arguments from both sides of the spectrum is it's all boiling down to principles, right? We go back and forth and have these arguments and stuff like that, and a lot of times if there is a legitimacy to each argument, it can be fruitful. It can be productive and everything else. So when people trash, like I said, when people trash these console wars and all of that stuff, man, a lot of times it's much deeper than that. Now, we can talk specs and stuff like that, because it's fun to talk about it. 9 teraflops versus 12 teraflops and all that stuff. I think it's fun as long as, like I said, you keep the debate clean. We've been doing this console war stuff since I don't know how long, bro. I was back in junior high school, bro, boasting about Super NES, man. Talking about, and I had Super NES and Sega Genesis, and you had other people that was defending Sega Genesis, and they prefer Sega Genesis for plenty of different, for their own reasons or whatnot, whatever. But this stuff is not new, man. We've been debating console wars. We were fanboys years before the PS4 and Xbox One, before the 7th gen, 6th gen. We've been doing this console war, back and forth, whatever. Before the internet got us where we at right now, where we could just have fan wars on Twitter and stuff like that. But again, man, I just want to drive home the point that console wars is fun when it's done correctly, but like anything, man, it can be spoiled by a rotten apple. Somebody come in, and just with their toxic mentality and just destroy the whole conversation and everything else, and it puts a stain on the whole console war thing. They put a stain on it. But look, you could even have fun with console wars too. You can even trash the other console. If you say it's trash, whatever. But they're getting your feelings about it because somebody call your stuff as trash. It's just downright ridiculous. Period. Point blank, man. If I prefer Xbox and people trash the Xbox, whatever, that's not gonna do anything. That's not gonna do anything for me. That's not gonna hurt my feelings or anything. And if it do hurt my feelings, or if I get upset, then that means I must be acknowledging the truth. Seriously. If you're mad because I called your preferred platform trash, if you get mad about it, it's because it's true. But if you cared about, if you didn't care and you really thoroughly, like, truly enjoyed what you preferred, then what somebody else got to say would not matter at all. For the most part, it wouldn't. Right now, I prefer Android. I prefer Samsung Galaxy phones. If somebody came in and said Android is trash, Samsung is trash, that's not gonna bother me not one bit. That's what I like. I don't care what you like. I don't care. So I just feel like people should be, more mature than that to get mad because somebody else call your stuff trash, man. You know what I mean? I think the average, most of us is in our, late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Some of us is even in our 40s and 50s, man, and we get mad about what somebody else say about what we prefer. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm just saying. So I just wanted to make a quick video on this whole fanboy stuff, and cause it's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with being a fanboy. It's nothing wrong with I think that when you bring an illogical argument into the conversation, then yeah, you're gonna get trashed, and you deserve to get trashed. When you bringing in some kind of regurgitated BS that you heard somebody else say because they're pushing some kind of propaganda on you, then yeah, man, you deserve to get trashed. But if you legitimately coming in here and you got a solid argument about the reason why you prefer that platform or whatever, I can't argue with that. I cannot deny that, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, it's all about how you do it. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And to those who's out here trashing the whole fanboy wars, the console wars, and all of that stuff, man, chances are you're a fanboy. You're a fanboy of the console that's getting trashed on. Seriously. So don't come at me with that fake neutral crap, because I'm not buying it, not one bit, man. A lot of this stuff come down to principles. I don't know if I said that already, but a lot of this stuff come down to principles, man. If we in this console wars talking about games, and our argument is about games, and then there's no way you can come out here and speak on anything else besides games, in my opinion. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. Like, anti-consumer practices and everything else. We all know what's anti-consumer and what's not. And buying, being locked out of ecosystems because of exclusives and stuff, that's not anti-consumer. Exclusive games is not anti-consumer. You know what I mean? I think anti-consumer is if you got something that you feel like is not worth the money. You got shafted in some kind of way. You paid your hard-earned money for something, and it turns out that the product quality wasn't up to snuff, or you got less than what you paid for. You know what I mean? I think that's anti-consumer. But as long as you got a choice on what you buy, you know what I mean? I think that's not anti-consumer at all. For example, what I would consider anti-consumer is paying to play online. That is an anti-consumer practice, is what that is. It's forcing us to do something that we really shouldn't have to do. That's anti-consumer. And I'm talking this crap across the board between Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft. I think the whole practice of paying to play online is anti-consumer. It's twisting your arm to be able to play with your friends online when you already pay an internet. You already pay an internet bill. You already pay that, so you got to pay another bill to play with your friends online using the same peer-to-peer connection. It's not like we're on a server and we all meeting up on these servers. Like, it's not that. It's peer-to-peer connections, y'all. This is what it is. That's a primary example of anti-consumer practice. That's a primary example. Not having batteries in the controller for the Xbox One, that's not anti-consumer. because you can choose not to buy that. You can actually go out and buy a controller, a wired controller. Well, I know you can do it with the 360. I'm not so sure about the Xbox One. I don't know if they make that, but it's a choice. It's a choice. If you don't like to have batteries in the controller, you don't have to buy that platform. If you feel like that's just not what you prefer, you know what I mean? You know, and the same goes for Sony and people complaining about the batteries and that, you know, the internal battery being built in. That's just their choice and how they want to do things. Do I think it's shady to have the batteries in the controller and then to sell you a battery pack for $20 more? Yeah, I think that's pretty shady. You know what I mean? I feel like if that was really an option to have batteries in the controller, if that was really like a not the word option, I don't know what I want to call it, but people say they prefer give people the choice. Make a controller with an internal battery that you can remove and you can stick regular AA's in there. That's how it should be done. Not charge you an extra $20 for a battery pack. That's just to me, that's just a slimy way to get more money out of you. But that's just how a lot of these companies do. People just, you know, blatantly ignore it. Majority of the debating, especially smart debates, majority of it has everything to do with principle and not much to do with graphics and performance and teraflops and all of that stuff. I think teraflops and all of that stuff, that's just, I don't know, that's remedial stuff. That's just, you know, it's just small talk at the end of the day. I mean, it's been proven. There's no way in hell an Xbox fanboy can boast anything about power or anything when power is clearly not the answer and end all be all, given the proof that what Sony did this generation. But this is all I wanted to say, man. It's wrong. I appreciate you stopping through, checking out the video. Holla at me on Twitter, Rome Go Large, or you can find me at Rome Go Large or Rome Rush. You could do that as well. Find me PSN. PSN is Rome Go Large, all one word. You know, I'm not on Xbox. I got one. I mean, you can add me if you want, but you won't see me on there. It's Rome Go Large also. Rome space Go Large, but you're not gonna find me on there. I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, add me if you want to, but you ain't gonna find me on there. I'll just be honest with you. As a matter of fact, my Xbox Live run out today. Today is my last day for Xbox Live, and I'm just not renewing it because I just don't play it like that. I don't have enough friends on there, and I just don't. You know, I don't know. Maybe down the line, maybe, you know, if I got the urge, I get a quick, you know, 1 month card or something to play a little bit. Even that's shafted me, you know. But anyways, you know, I'm not about to spend get a whole year of Xbox. I'm just not about to. I'm not about to do that. But anyways, it was fun. It was real, and it's been real fun. Oh, leave a comment in the comment section. Talk to me about it, man. And hit the like button. Hit the like button for a brother. Comment in the comment section, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, man. I just want to talk about games. That's all I want to do. And I want to talk to the people who share the same interests I share, who feel what I'm talking about, who's feeling me. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta agree with me, but just feel what I'm talking about. You know? I follow people I don't agree with. Some people I don't agree with, but I be feeling what they talking about. You know, sometimes they have a legitimate point. But I made this video long enough, man. This is Rome Rush, but my friends call me Rome. Holla at me, Rome. Twitter, Rome Rush. YouTube, Rome Rush. And PSN, Rome Go Large. Holla at me, Rome, and I'm out.